greetings. It is yet another time for the annual Holy Pilgrimage all over the world. Muslim faithfuls make a pilgrimage to the Kaaba, the house of Allah, in the sacred city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia. Hajj is a sacred pilgrimage that is required of every Muslim at least once in their lifetime. Do you have a brother, sister, or relation who is observing the Holy Pilgrimage in Mecca? Join us on Voices from the Holy Land every day 9 a.m. as we bring to you updates and live reports from Mecca. Exclusive on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Voices from the Holy Land.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. 7 minutes past 9 o'clock. You're welcome to the program Voices from the Holy Land. My name is Aliyu Ahmed Aduke, and I will be your guide from now until for the next 25 minutes. Thereabout. As usual, the program, we try to see how we can give you updates on what's happening over there in Makkah. For those of our brothers and sisters, fathers, mothers, and friends who are actually over there in Makkah to observe the holy pilgrimage, the Islamic holy pilgrimage, that's Hajj. It's mandatory for us to keep in touch with them and know what's happening. So right here on the program, we give you updates on what is happening over there in Makkah. So we have our correspondents over there who are definitely will be talking with us. Let us know, give us insight on what's happening over there. We have an interview that we'll be playing for you today, but before that, before I bring to you the package for today on the interview segment where you get to know one or two things happening over there, I have a guest in the studio who will be throwing a little more light. So I think let's just generalize it right now as you give us an insight on what the Hajj, what the pilgrimage is all about.
Thank you so much. Good morning, our listeners. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, the Muslims, the Muslimas, and the men and the ladies. Hajj, as it's popularly known, called by the Muslims, always come at the 8th of Dhul al-Hijjah. And when you want to go for this, Hajj is one of the pillars of our great religion.
Yeah, Islam. 5 pillars of Islam.
Thank you. And Allah has made it mandatory for us. If you are capable of going, if you have it physically, financially, and psychologically, He has made it mandatory for us to go for this journey. And I want to let everybody know that there are some criteria for you to be able to, go for this.
Okay, criteria.
Yeah. You have to be a Muslim.
Okay.
You should be sound mentally. You should be health-wise okay. You should be, an adult before you go for this kind of move.
Okay.
Yes. And before you leave, you have to make an intention before going. Take a ritual bath. Make your the only one. None has to be worshipped except you. I have made my intention of going to Hajj. But there is a clause there. The point here is this. If you discover or notice that, during the time of your Hajj, there will be a lot of hitches that will make you to complete your Hajj. From the beginning, make your intention known to Allah before leaving. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
You have to make that intention known to Allah before leaving. And once you get there, you're going to behave yourself, follow the rules and regulation of how our Prophet, our noble Prophet, Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, did his own during his time. Yes.
Okay, so I just want to give you some updates on Nigerians who actually are over there in Mecca for the Hajj. We have over 42,000 Nigerian pilgrims airlifted to Saudi Arabia. That was 2 days back.
Okay.
2 days back, 42,000 already there, and no fewer than 42,000 intended pilgrims from Nigeria have successfully arrived in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for this year's pilgrimage. Official data obtained from the control room of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, that's NACON, on Sunday indicated that the total number of passengers airlifted through 99 flights in the last 18 days amounted to 42,000. Okay, so alhamdulillah to hear that they've gotten there safely.
Yeah.
5 airlines, including the Saudi Arabian Saudi-based Flinas, Max Air, Asman Air, Air Peace, and Aero Contractors selected for the 2023 operations have deployed their full capacity to meet the 20th of June deadline for pilgrims airlift. Okay. So the deadline is 20th. They should all be there
on or before
28.
Okay.
So the total number of 75,000 conventional pilgrims across the 35 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, including the armed forces, but the expectation of Akwa Ibom State is scheduled to depart the country for the pilgrimage before 20th of June.
Okay.
NACON actually assured us. I want to use this opportunity to say to send a big shout out, a big thank you, or will I say is it thank you or big ups
job
to
well done.
job well done to National Hajj Commission of Nigeria. They're actually supporting this program as well. They're one of those that are giving us the updates on what's happening and how they're faring, what the plans are on the Hajj pilgrimage. Okay, so now I think, can you help us? Yesterday I tried to explain to them the difference between Umrah and Hajj. Can you just do that for us? If you can just enlighten us a little bit before we bring the information, the interview today.
Okay, fine. Let me just tell you, Umrah is a pilgrim wishes to be ritually cured for Umrah. The person performing Umrah should shed his clothing and bath as he would after sexual. Testing. Okay. When you have, just like the way you do ritual bath and sexual testing, you have to do it before embarking on this.
On Umrah. So
on Umrah.
What's the difference? So many people confuse Umrah and Hajj.
You know, in Umrah, let me tell you something. In Umrah, you don't need to kill something at the end of it. That is the major difference. Let me just pull it out because there are a lot of differences and similarities as well. Are you getting it? But the most profound differences that people should understand is you go to Umrah. At the end of it all, when you finish, you return back. It's not mandatory for you to kill a ram.
A ram, and it's actually the short pilgrimage as well.
It's the short
pilgrimage, and you can go anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, not like the Hajj. Hajj is for is actually scheduled for the last month in the Islamic calendar.
Zulhijjah. Yes, Zulhijjah.
Yeah,
you get it. So, but in Hajj, you know definitely at the end of everything, at the end of your supplications, you have to give the sacrifice of ram to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Are you getting it? So that is the major difference I'm going to say. Most people prefer going to Umrah during fasting. At the end, you're still not going to kill a ram. But right now, if it is Hajj, it is mandatory for you to kill a ram. That is the major differences.
Okay, well, you're listening to Voices from the Holy Land. We are giving you updates on what's happening over there in Mecca. We have our reporters, our correspondents over there in Mecca who will be giving us updates, and we'll have some interviews that I believe you will want to listen to just to keep you updated on what's going on over there. For those that have their families out there, families that have traveled, don't worry. So as time goes on, as the the days goes by, definitely we will be giving you the opportunity to call in and speak with one or two people over there. And if you have a message, just go ahead and send it to 08818222205. That's the number, the WhatsApp line. Send your message and we'll read it. If we can read it today, tomorrow when we come, we'll read it. If you have any question, go ahead. 0818-2222-205. My name is Aliyu Ahmed Aduke, and I'm here in the studio with my guest talking about Malam Abdurrahim Ibrahim. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and listen to our interview for today. Today we have a guest from over there in Makkah, one of those really, one of the organizers, one of those that the stakeholders over there. So let's take a listen. When we come back, we'll wrap it up on the show. Good morning.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Alhamdulillah, since we started receiving pilgrims from Medina to Mecca for 2023 Hajj operation, we started last Friday, and the first batch of pilgrims we received in Mecca were from Nasarawa State. If you could remember, Nasarawa State was the first state that left Nigeria, and having spent 7 days in Medina, the state was received on Friday in Mecca. And I can tell you, as at now, we have about 6,000 pilgrims in Mecca. And these 6,000 pilgrims, they are from Zamfara, Nasarawa, Osun, Kwara, Plateau, and Sokoto states. And as I'm talking to you, we still have a number of pilgrims on the road coming from Medina to Mecca now. We have pilgrims from Ogun, FCT, Sokoto, Osun, Bauchi, and Zamfara. And this will continue until, inshallah, we are able to receive and accommodate the 75,000 state pilgrims welfare bus pilgrims in Mecca.
Okay, as we speak now, is there any assurance that there are no remnants of other Nasarawa pilgrims in Medina?
No, as I'm talking to you now, like I've mentioned, that on the road now, yes, we have Nasarawa coming.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What has been challenge like moving pilgrims from Medina to Mecca?
No, alhamdulillah, so far so good. From our own end in Mecca, here, everything is going smoothly. Like what we do in Mecca, ahead of the arrival of these pilgrims, we do visit their accommodation, where these pilgrims are to be hosted. We have our team, Mecca accommodation team. We visit the accommodation, we check the standard of the accommodation, we check the agreement signed with the commission. What they are providing, is it in tandem with the content of the agreement? We look at the room, we look at the beds, number of beds, we look at the toilet, we check the elevator. A number of things are being considered to make sure that the pilgrims, they have a very enjoyable stay in Mecca. It is after we have ascertained all this that we receive the pilgrims into this accommodation. Also, we do visit the caterer that will provide food for these pilgrims on arrival. Because somebody, or let me say people who are coming from a long journey of not less than 4 hours, immediately on arrival, they're entitled to good food. I know this food and this accommodation we are talking about is not for free. The pilgrims, they have labored and they are paid for these services. So the onus lies on us as regulatory agency to ensure and confirm that the services paid for are being provided for the pilgrims, because it's our manner.
Okay, talking about health, there are complaints by some states that